This video is sponsored by Crown Windscreens. When you're in the salvage game like we are, there's always a need to have reliable yet affordable auto technician services, and I've been using Crown Windscreens for many years. So much so, we've teamed up to bring Salvage Nation viewers 10% off on any windscreen or auto class repair in and around the London area. So if you're in that area and you need any services, get in touch with Crown Windscreens and use discount code Salvage Nation to receive 10% off. Now, with that sorted, let's continue with the video. Hello Salvage Nation squad, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another episode from Salvage Nation. In this episode, as the title says, we got something new. If you're a regular on the channel, you would know that I've just wrapped up the Mercedes C43 build right here. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And I just dropped episode 1 on the Mercedes CLA, which is the 2021 model, and that's still to come. I'm gonna drop episode 2 on that car very soon. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a BMW man. So I've just dropped 2 Mercedes on the channel. It's only right that I go back to what my favorite car is. And I've got a crazy BMW to show you guys. It's sitting right there. So whilst I go get changed, enjoy these slow motion shots of the new build on Salvage Nation. Enjoy. So guys, there you have it. The new build on Salvage Nation is a 2016 BMW 730D. This car is fully loaded. It's got a high spec, and we're going to be delving into everything that this car has to offer later on in this episode. But for now, let me explain the plan for this car and for this build. So guys, there you have it. This is the new build on the channel, but this is a 2016 BMW 7 Series. It's a 730D, and as you can see, it sustained some substantial damage on this driving side. The door is completely toasted. That bonnet literally looks like Wolverine himself has come and just given it a couple of swipes, and that wing panel is completely gone. But I'm sure one of you will get in the comments and say, a lick of paint and all of that is going to be okay. But I'm going to show you all around the car, and then we're going to start to strip down everything. I want to see what's hiding behind the damage. I want to see if the top chassis arm is damaged, and I want to see if that A pillar is damaged, because that's the main bulk of it. If that A pillar is all good, then happy days. However, if that A pillar has sustained some damage, then the new door that we're getting to replace this broken door is not going to fit on properly. So come on, let's go check out the car. Guys, looking at here, this area here is really damaged. As you can see, this car went off to this insurance company and they made little marks here, and that's because the damage has gone through the door, and it has actually pushed this little section here. This little vent is destroyed, as I can see, but I'm hoping that we can salvage this dash, because I would hate to change the entire dash just for this little bit right here. Having a look here, I can see some little damage here. We're going to have to do some body work to the same pillar, but like I said, the door is completely messed up. It's all jammed up down there, and I'm really hoping that that A pillar hasn't shifted too much. I'm hoping that it's just the door, or I'm hoping that it's just the hinges. So fingers crossed. Obviously we need a new wing mirror, but this car is the 7 Series. It's the luxurious model. It's fully loaded, and this mirror alone is going to be about 300 to 400 quid, because it's got the 360 cameras at the tips. I'm told that this car parks itself, it drives itself, and it's got a lot of features. So I'm going to get a booster pack, and then we're going to be checking out the interior soon. But let's continue going around the exterior of the car. As you already know, the wing is gone. I'm not even going to talk about that. But what I'm happy about is this headlight. These headlights are the multi-beam headlights. As you can see right here, they're laser light, and they do a lot of dancing and all sorts, but they're very expensive. Now it's got some scuffs and stuff right here, but what I was really keen to make sure there are no cracks, and this light should be salvageable, and I'm very happy about that. So that's gonna save this build about 400 to 500 quid, maybe more. I'm not sure, I haven't done the research. I'm going around the car, and then whatever I find that's damaged, that's when I go do all the research. But I'm glad that that light is all right. This bumper's got some scuff marks here as well. That should be easily repaired once we get to the body working stage. But yeah, just get out that wing and that bonnet. Alright guys, now before we continue going over to the other side, in my passing I've just seen a bit of damage on that top top chassis arm, whatever you want to call it. I call it the top chassis arm, some people call it finch, whatever it is, it looks like it's got a bit of damage and I'm a bit worried about what I can see under there, but I don't want to cut myself. So let's open up the bonnet and see what's going on under there. Hey presto, my concerns and worries have come true. Let's check out, let me show you, come closer, let me show you exactly what's going on there. So as you can see, this top chassis leg, as I call it, has suffered some damage, and that's going to affect how the wing sits. It could potentially affect the ride of the car. We have to strip down a little bit more to see if it's just hair or if it's altered the shock tower. So guys, this car's got active radiator shutters. Now normally I've seen like the flaps and stuff, but I've not seen these new series of cars, or I've never worked on a bigger, kind of like more luxurious cars, because these bigger cars have got more technology because they cost more. But yeah, they've got these little flaps and they actually move. So if I close this, yeah, that's crazy. Did you hear that? And then it's closed again. So there must be some sort of a computer that will control that if it needs more air. So at the moment, the air can't get through from the front. So if you imagine you're driving into the air, I guess once the radiators get hot enough and it reckons that it needs a bit more cooling, then these flaps open up and it allows more air in. And I know that some of the earlier cars do it, but it's just made me think that if we ever crash the front of this car, the grills might be special type of grills. I'm not sure. If anyone knows, let me know. Will that still be the same with regular grills, or is it in the grills, or is it behind the grills? I'm not sure. But once again, I like working on new cars because I learn a lot more, and this is how I've learned everything that I know so far, like just working on other cars, trial and error, and finding things out, like I've just found this out. Anyway, enough talking, let's go around the car, and then we're gonna get started by removing those broken parts. Now guys, I'm a coupe man. If you know anything about the channel, I'm always in a coupe, a hatch, or a convertible. But this is a big bolt of a car, and I can't lie, the front end is looking kind of sexy. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's go check out the other side because that's the side that's got no damage. So guys, you've seen the bulk of the damage on the car. As you can see, it's pretty bad. Now let's go around the rest of the car and see how everything is looking. The first thing I noticed is this carbon core badge. If anyone knows what that is, let me know. On the passenger side, everything appears to be in great condition right there. There's no damage. And on the interior, we've got that lovely digital speedo clocks with these illuminated M door stills. As I got further into the car, I realized that the car actually has Harman Kardon, and everything seems to be looking really, really nice and neat inside. It's obvious to see there's no airbag damage, which is a plus. Now the wood grain on the car is looking amazing, and it also comes with the ambient lighting throughout. Now because this is the 7 Series, it's very, very well put together, and the finish on the interior is just amazing. Look at the size of that screen, look at the stitching on that airbag, and then the lighting on the exterior just looks amazing. I could not be happier with what I'm seeing so far. Alright you guys, so I've just given you a full overview of the BMW 730D. Well, now it's time to get to work. I want to remove all of these damaged bits, and we're going to get to see what's hiding behind all of these broken panels. I'm going to make a parts list as I always do. You know how it goes on the channel. We're going to make a parts list so that come episode 2 and 3, we've got parts to work with. But for now, it's all about tearing into all the damage. Let's go. Now the first step is to jack the car up. Now the reason I need to jack the car up is because I plan to remove that front driver's side wheel to gain access to the splash guards. The reason I need to remove the splash guards is because there's a few screws that are hidden behind there which will hold that busted wing in place. Now after trying to use 2 dead batteries on my impact wrench, there was nothing better than using a bit of brute force and a cracking bar to crack those nuts. Anyway, as you can see, I've got the access that I needed. Out came all of these screws, and then off came the splash guards. Now at this point, everything was going smoothly, so I decided to do a bit of spot tidying. Now to keep things organized, I've got several cups where I'm going to be placing all my nuts and bolts, and they're going to be labeled. With all of that done, you can see everything is exposed, and I can go ahead and start to remove that wing. However, I'm running into a little bit of a problem here. Now, my experience has taught me that these bottom side skirts normally clip in, but on the 7 Series though, because it's got a different makeup, it's slightly different, and that's where I had to call in Akil to give me a hand. There's nothing wrong with admitting when you don't know something, and it's all about learning when you're working on new cars, and I've never worked on a 7 Series before. So guys, this is what I was always talking about. When you work on new cars, you learn so much. So this 7 Series, because obviously it's very fully loaded, it's got some sort of a sensor. If anyone knows what this sensor is, let me know in the comments. Me and Akil, we believe it's something to do with the parking or self-parking or self-drive. It's some sort of sensor. It's a wireless sensor that kind of comes out on the side somewhere. But yeah, I've never seen a BMW with a sensor in the side skirt, and it's making it very difficult because it's gone together really intricately. And that's why I've called in Akil to give me a hand. And obviously you guys get a better view of everything. But yeah, if anyone knows what this sensor is, let me know in the comments down below. Right, so with the side skirt removed, that then exposes a number 10 bolt, which is hidden underneath, which is needed to remove that wing. As Akil went ahead and did that, I went ahead and got started with the interior, and also got started by removing some of the plastic trims that will hold that bumper in place, as we needed to just slightly shift it ajar to gain access to some more nuts and bolts which were holding the wing in place. With the trims removed, that exposed some more number 10 bolts across the top section of the wing, and once we removed those, then the wing was almost out. We forgot one thing: we had to remove the water bottle from within the wing, which would then expose a further 2 number 10 bolts before finally getting this wing off the car. And there you have it, guys. With a little bit of persistence, a little bit of hard work, the wing was off, and have a look, Akil's having some fun. But one of the things that I always say is, if you imagine when you see these cars with all the damage and all the nastiness, just try to look behind the panels. Always look behind the panels. So moving on, with the wing off, we had to remove the door. 2 number 13 bolts holds the hinges together, and then all I had to do is remove this door strap and then unplug it, and the door was off. With the door off, I turned my attention to that damaged bonnet, and I needed a hand to help me just remove all the plastic clips, remove all the bolts, and then we were able to lift that damaged bonnet off. And with the bonnet off, I just had to give everything a little clean, and there you have it, guys. We've managed to clear the entire car. So guys, there you have it. We've completely stripped down this car. You can clearly see what the damage is and what the damage isn't. I always say to people, when you see these damaged cars and you see all the banged up, ripped up bits of metal, just always look behind the damage. Tell me what you think now. At the moment, we're driving it without a door, or I'm pretend driving. However, in the next episode, we're gonna have a ton of parts because I've managed to do what I wanted to do today. I've got a parts list, I know exactly what I need, and I know exactly what I don't need. So, yeah. Oh yeah. I killed so we need to see.
Where are you going, bro? You going?
Yeah, we're going off. Nice one. Sorry guys, how dare me not wear my seatbelt. Anyway, in the next episode, we're going to be fitting some new parts. We're going to be continuing with rebuilding this 2016 BMW 7 Series. So if you want to stay tuned for that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like this episode, press the like button. And if this is the first time you're watching the channel, welcome to the channel. And this is where we're going to head off. So, like I always say, keep it moving. What do I always say, Akil? What do you always say? You have to say loud, man. They can't hear you. Anyway, like I always say, guys, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one. One take. Guys, thank you for watching. Click here to see what YouTube thinks you should watch. Click here to watch one of my previous episodes. And like it said there, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We out.